The air grows crisp, a telltale sign that winter is on its way. Leaves, once vibrant and full of life, now dance upon the wind in shades of gold and crimson. They swirl and twirl, carried by the chilly breeze, signaling the inevitable arrival of winter. Winter is coming. This year, a particularly harsh cold wave is sweeping down from the Arctic, gripping North America in its icy embrace. The cold air descends, blanketing the land in frost and snow, transforming the landscape into a winter wonderland. But what brings this dramatic shift? What causes the warmth of summer to give way to the frigid chill of winter? The transition from summer to winter is a complex process, influenced by various atmospheric conditions. As the days grow shorter and the nights longer, the sun's rays become less direct, leading to a gradual cooling of the Earth's surface. The answer lies in a fascinating atmospheric phenomenon known as CrossPolar Flow. This process plays a crucial role in the seasonal shift, guiding cold air from the Arctic to lower latitudes. Imagine, if you will, a giant river of air high above us, flowing around the North Pole. This river, known as the Polar Vortex, is a swirling mass of cold air that normally stays confined to the Arctic. This is the Polar Vortex, a swirling mass of cold air that normally stays confined to the Arctic. It acts as a barrier, keeping the cold air contained within the polar regions. However, sometimes this vortex weakens, allowing frigid air to escape and flow southwards. When this happens, the cold air spills out, traveling across continents and bringing with it the harsh conditions of winter. This is what we call cross-polar flow. It is a powerful force capable of altering weather patterns and bringing the icy breath of winter to regions far from the Arctic. Understanding this phenomenon helps us prepare for the cold months ahead, as we brace ourselves for winter's icy embrace. Picture a line of dominoes carefully arranged. Each one stands tall, waiting for the inevitable chain reaction. One tip, and the entire row falls in succession. It's a mesmerizing display of cause and effect, a simple nudge leading to a cascading series of events. Cross-polar flow works in a similar way. This atmospheric phenomenon is like a grand domino effect in the sky, where one change can set off a series of weather events. It starts with high-pressure systems, those atmospheric giants that bring clear skies and calm weather, building up in the Arctic. These high-pressure systems are like the first domino, poised to set things in motion. These systems act like a giant hand, pushing the cold air of the polar vortex southward towards North America. The polar vortex, a swirling mass of frigid air, is nudged out of its usual position. Like a river finding its course, this frigid air follows the path of least resistance, often diving down through Canada and into the heart of the United States. The cold air travels swiftly, guided by the atmospheric currents. As it travels, it brings with it the biting cold of the Arctic, causing temperatures to plummet dramatically. This sudden influx of cold air can lead to severe winter weather, including snowstorms and freezing temperatures, affecting millions of people. Communities brace for impact, shoveling snow, bundling up in layers, and navigating icy roads. The frigid air disrupts daily life, reminding us of the power and unpredictability of nature. Yet, amidst the challenges, there are moments of joy. Children play in the snow, building snowmen and sledding down hills, finding delight in the winter wonderland. Inside warm homes, families gather by the fireplace, sharing stories and hot cocoa, finding comfort in each other's company. The cold air outside makes the warmth inside feel even more precious. And as the sun sets over the snowy landscape, there's a serene beauty to the frigid air. It's a reminder of the delicate balance of our planet's climate and the intricate dance of atmospheric forces that shape our weather. Imagine stepping outside on a clear winter night, the air so cold it takes your breath away. This is the reality brought by cross-polar flow. Temperatures can plunge significantly below average, sometimes within just a few days. The Midwest might see temperatures typical of a deep freeze, while even the typically milder South feels the chill. This dramatic drop in temperature isn't just about reaching for an extra sweater. It has a real impact on our daily lives. Frozen pipes, treacherous roads, and school closures become a concern. The natural world feels it too, as animals seek shelter and plants brace for the cold. Section 4. A dry cold snow shadows and crisp air. One peculiar characteristic of this cold wave is its dryness. While some regions might see a fleeting snowfall as the cold air first arrives, the overall conditions will be drier than a typical winter. This is because cold air has a lower capacity to hold moisture compared to warm air. So while you might not be building snowmen, you'll certainly feel the bite of the dry, frigid air. The sun, though shining brightly, will offer little warmth. The crisp air will carry sounds further, making the world seem quieter, blanketed by the cold. Section 5. The Polar Vortex, a wild card in the winter deck. Winter weather can be unpredictable, and one of the most intriguing elements in this seasonal mix is the polar vortex. This swirling mass of cold air, typically confined to the Arctic, can sometimes break free and descend into lower latitudes, bringing with it a blast of frigid temperatures. Adding another layer of complexity to this weather event is the polar vortex. When it weakens, it can allow cold Arctic air to spill southward, affecting weather patterns far beyond its usual reach. This can lead to severe cold snaps and unexpected snowstorms in regions unaccustomed to such extreme conditions. While weakened, it still plays a role in how the cold air moves and influences the severity of the cold wave. The interaction between the polar vortex and other atmospheric conditions can create a domino effect, leading to a cascade of weather events that can be difficult to predict. This makes the polar vortex a critical factor in winter weather forecasting. A sudden shift in the polar vortex can intensify the southward plunge of cold air, leading to even more extreme temperature drops. These shifts can happen rapidly, catching meteorologists and the public off guard. The result can be a sudden and severe cold wave that disrupts daily life, from transportation to energy supply. And then there's the phenomenon of sudden stratospheric warming. This occurs when temperatures in the stratosphere, the layer of the atmosphere above the troposphere, rise dramatically over a short period. This warming can have a profound impact on the polar vortex. High above the Earth's surface, in a layer of the atmosphere called the stratosphere, rapid warming can occur. This sudden increase in temperature can weaken the polar vortex, causing it to split or shift. When this happens, the cold air that is usually contained within the vortex can escape and move southward, leading to extreme winter weather events. This can disrupt the polar vortex even further, making its behavior even more unpredictable and potentially leading to prolonged periods of cold. The interplay between the polar vortex and sudden stratospheric warming is a key area of study for meteorologists, as understanding these dynamics can improve our ability to forecast and prepare for severe winter weather. The polar vortex truly is a wild card in the winter deck, capable of transforming a typical winter into a season of extreme and unpredictable weather. Section 6. Preparing for the Big Chill. With the arrival of this intense cold wave, preparation is key. Listen to local weather forecasts and heed any warnings issued. Ensure your home is properly insulated and be mindful of vulnerable neighbors who might need assistance. Remember, even short exposures to extreme cold can be dangerous. Dress in layers, cover exposed skin, and limit time spent outdoors. And don't forget about your pets. Bring them inside and make sure they have a warm place to stay. Section 7. Winter's Unpredictable Dance. This cold wave, driven by CrossPolar Flow, is a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. It highlights the interconnectedness of our planet's systems, where events in the Arctic can have ripple effects felt thousands of miles away. As we brace for the chill, let us also remember that winter, for all its harshness, is a time of beauty and wonder. It's a time for cozy nights by the fire, for the magic of snowfall, and for the anticipation of spring's eventual return. Stay warm, stay informed, and witness the awe-inspiring dance of our planet's ever-changing climate.